Hello and welcome back to Playtale Innocence Any Percent. We are going to talk about chapter 7, which is definitely one of the hardest chapters in the game and one of the longest. This also starts with a cutscene that sometimes is skippable a little bit early, so do try to skip it fast. Afterwards, just follow Melee up to the windmill, and then we'll start with the first skip. Here, Melee is gonna open the door, and then we'll immediately run through to go skip the windmill puzzle. So the way we're gonna skip it is we're gonna walk over this invisible wall. There's many ways to do it. You can do it with a side dodge, which is actually the strat that we're gonna talk about. You can do it with an aim clip. I will explain now how to get aim clips to be consistent. The best way is to move the camera so it's like all the way down. Find your reference point. In this case, you can look at that rock. You know, always position yourself in the same way and look at it in the same way, and you will clip through, for example. But this is kind of a vulnerable, invisible wall. So as I said, you can do it in many different ways. That is a good one though. So either dodge clip through, or I recommend aim clipping with that setup. It's very consistent. Position yourself up in this corner all the way you can, then look at the rock and then clip through. Afterwards, run over to this, this way. We are gonna take a little bit of a specific path to avoid, you know, cutscenes and stuff. We're gonna go through this rock right here and toward the broken house and basement, whatever, where Melee lives. There's another invisible wall here that we have to push through. I usually did it with a backwards dodge. You know, obviously any kind of dodge can work, but I use this like rocks as a reference, then dodge inside that this way. Side dodges are generally faster, but a little bit harder in these kind of invisible walls. Like, this is a very vulnerable invisible wall. It goes all the way through. You can clip through in different places. Find the setup that works for you. Might as well talk immediately about side dodge clips, because they are the new strat and seems to be much easier to do basically everything with it. Basically, side dodges are, you know, when you dodge on the side, of course, instead of the forwards or backwards like we did before. They seem to make clipping through straight walls and walls in general just much easier than other types of dodges. So most of the clips are being replaced with side dodge clips. Basically, I also call them pirouette clips because you do this this nice fancy move that kind of looks like a pirouette. But the inputs basically are just side dodging, then rotate the camera, and then holding right and aiming. It only works on the left side, so the Amisha's side. Obviously, you're always using Hugo's hitbox to clip through it. Let me try to explain to show you through this wall, but we'll see other side clips later. The timing is just the same as usual. You don't need to wait specific times or anything, but I do find that it's better if you rotate the camera a little bit more than 180 degrees. So yeah, I just clip through without even trying. Do it kind of fast. If you wait too long, I think it makes it harder to clip. I think it's very worth it to get used to this one. makes clipping much faster. Also because you don't really need to stop running, similarly to the forwards dodge. As you see, like, I'm just clipping into things with no real issue, besides the fact that I can't get out. So honestly, these with these new clips, with the forward dodge clip, the side dodge clip, and aim clips, it seems like we don't need as much of a specific setup for most clips, especially through stray walls. So it's worth for you to try whatever you think is faster or more consistent and in getting good at your own clip. After that clip, we just go over here to the basement, and this is like the second part of this chapter. We're gonna immediately clip through these walls on the left. I used to do a backwards dodge clip like this. It's kind of a vulnerable wall, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Side clip should also work, maybe a little bit further back for the side clip, but it should work. I don't find that I can do side clips with when you're stuck in between two walls like this, so in this case just do a backwards dodge clip, because you have to do it twice. As you see, we have two walls, like you're stuck inside the wall, so you have to get inside and then clip again to get to the other side, like this. Afterwards, we go over on the right side. I usually go in under this archway. Then on here it's kind of dangerous. You can fall into the void, so stay a little bit on the right of this this path here. You can just slide off if you're not careful. There's a few, we have to get through these rocks here. There's a few places where you can dodge through them, on them, I guess. You choose a rock that is a little bit less prominent and dodge on it, then drop down. It might take you a couple of tries, but it's not too hard. We go towards the gate over there. No need to do anything else. There's a checkpoint, which is the last checkpoint we're gonna get for a little bit. Get these resources on the way. You need a couple resources. So here I'm gonna show you actually like the first like choices that you have to clip through things. We can do a side dodge over here, near this lamp, but there is a chance you might get stuck between. There's like a table over there after the gate, and if you're not very familiar with side dodges yet, you might want to do something else. It's not like the easiest clip either, but I don't know, it looks much faster to me, so it might be worth doing. If you can't do that one, though I do recommend trying, you can go through here. Do not open the door, or do not just get Amisha right here in the corner, turn around, and then clip through. Like this. Not having Hugo, you can lose Hugo sometimes, you don't always lose Hugo. Can be a problem if you're planning to do a safe strat later on. If not, you don't really need him. So we're gonna try to do the dangerous strat, I guess. First, we go over here on the right. We are supposed to be saving Lucas right now, but we are going without Lucas, without Luminosa, which gives us a problem, because here there's actually like quite a few rats that you're supposed to kill with the Luminosa, but we don't have Luminosa, so we have to get through these rats. So there's a couple of ways to do it. this was one of them. Basically, the rats will attack you and kill you, but if you go fast enough without looking at them, you can get through without getting eaten. This is a very dangerous strat though, so I find it very frustrating to do, because if you die right here, you will start over before the clip we did over there where we're supposed to save Lucas. These place here, this is the optimal way to traverse the rats over here. Be careful, you might get stuck near this guy right here, and that can kill you. As I said, it's a dangerous strat. Honestly, I kind of have my doubts that not looking at them makes them not attack you earlier. The most important part is that you go straight in a straight line and don't stop for any reason, or they will eat you. So I actually have a safe strat that we can do here that I'd like to show you, but it does require Hugo. So if you don't have Hugo, you're like forced to do the scary strat. So if you clip through the door, whatever, and you still have Hugo, and you want to avoid, you know, being eaten by rats for sure, you can actually clip through here to be safer. It does take a little bit more time. You have to clip through an invisible wall here. There it is. Then you walk up here, and lastly clip down here. Down this rock. Basically, now you have to move around here to get the checkpoint, and you are safe from the rats. It does, of course, takes a few more seconds to do it. In any case, as I was saying, after you get here, restart the checkpoint because we need melee. And continue on. Over here we have to shoot a thing with the sling as soon as possible. Here we get to the entrance to the cave. There's a couple of ways to clip into this. We used to do a backwards dodge over here where there's this hill that is a little bit higher. It works, but you know, it can also fail for a long time. An alternative is an aim clip. You can get stuck on a little invisible corner over here with Amisha. For aim clips, it's important to always have Amisha against a corner or something of the sort. Aim on the other side and you can clip through. The last way to clip through it is a side dodge. I believe this is the fastest, as usual with side dodges, but yeah, kind of hard. For all the clips, roughly you go around this bush over here, like they're all like around here. There's the invisible wall for the aim clip, then, or that's where the hill is for the dodge, the backwards dodge clip. And even for the side, I think the most consistent is the aim clip, so I recommend either that or getting good with the side clip. Backwards dodge clip are just outdated at this point, I guess. So in terms, as you can see, I often get stuck in here. Like we have to go over there, but we can't because we're stuck in this wall or whatever. The easiest way to get out of it is by shooting your sling. I do it shooting at this wall while holding left, and that usually clips me out. You always get stuck with the aim clip. Sometimes the side clip doesn't make you stuck in the wall, just goes right through. After we get to the cave, we have to clip through again over here. This is an easy aim dodge, aim clip, sorry. Over here, just turn around and you should be able to clip through. It also works with a forward dodge, but you know, aim clip works. So go over here. There's a darker rock here. Lighter one is the one you can walk over. Right, walk on the right side of this big rock, whatever, stalagmite. I don't know how to say it in English. And up this rock. To get there, we have to go over this corner on this the higher part of this rock. To be more precise, you can be aiming so you don't move too much and you have more control. It usually works. If you fall either backwards, usually backwards, or like forwards, you're gonna have to reload from checkpoint. Then we dodge over this. It's kind of dangerous as well, but not too much. Here we can actually just walk, and here it doesn't matter really. And we get over here. Here is quite quite a problem place, I guess. What we used to do, which I'll also explain because might be useful if you have a problem with other kinds of dodges, is clip through this rock over here. Then there's this black wall over here that we have to clip through, but we can't really clip through it in any normal conventional ways. We actually have to have the game like push us through it. Basically, by crouching and being near it, it will push you through it. And I like to spam back while like Amicia is getting pushed into it. As you can see, like kind of pushes us forwards, even though I'm not pressing forwards, right? And if you crouch, it actually pushes you kind of far into the wall. I'm not pressing any inputs, and this is what's happening. People tend to just kind of wait for the game to push you through the wall while like adjusting Amisha and Hugo's position, like doing micro adjustments. I found that if I like start spamming S while Amisha and Hugo are walking into the wall, sometimes it's like it kind of makes it easier for me to clip through. I can't really explain it because this is like the weirdest glitch in the game, but as you can see, like that has worked. That was the first way to do this. There's a new setup that I'm gonna explain now. Don't open this door, we will, you know, trigger cutscenes, etc. So instead of clipping through that rock, we can side clip through this door. It's not like the easiest clip, but it can be done. There it is. After side clipping through this door, we have to clip through this rock. This is like the black wall that we see from inside the rocks. It's here. I don't actually clip through this one. I like to clip through this one. Don't go too far forwards or it will trigger cutscene and stuff. I prefer to use a forwards dodge clip for this. I found that it works more often for me. And basically we clip through it. I have fell into the void before, so just it's not like the safest of clips, but I do find it's like much better than just waiting for the black wall to push you through. It's kind of I'm trying to get back to show you again. keep in mind that every time you make a mistake in this whole section, you have to start from outside the cave. So it's really one of the most dangerous places in the game. And it is not over yet, so... So after you get through the black wall, in either way, we just continue over to this side. Follow this path. And we have to climb over this little, I don't know, rock. Okay. I like to regain control with the aim as usual. And we have to clip back in. And the only way I know how to is by going over here, by crouching as far forwards as possible, aiming the sling and clipping through like this. It is dangerous, and you will throw your run if you fall into the void there. Just be careful to be as close to this wall as you can. The geometry is very strange, so you might have a little bit trouble with it, but yeah, be careful. Don't stay too far on the right. Here we have to light up this to get rid of rats. I like to use the ammo glitch to do it, to not waste resources. Then we have to clip through, clip down. So we go in this corner over here. I aim at this thing over here, and yep, we fall down. Climb up, run over to the door, and luckily we're almost at a checkpoint now. The last thing we're gonna do is clip through this door, just going into the corner, aiming on the other side, and clipping through. And here we have a checkpoint, so that's great. To make this part a little bit faster, you can hold aim until you're like halfway through the place there. So here I've seen people do it in different ways. I like to do this. Basically, I light up the first fire here and then wait for the thunder instead of waiting for the thunder in the beginning. So I couldn't show you because I waited too much time, but basically if you just keep running, you will be able to hit that with an ignifier before the rats appear again. So I grab the resources if I can, if I feel like I have enough time. So let's say you arrive at this point, I just run. If you don't have to do the ammo glitch, it's not a big deal. Ignifier is not like the most resource heavy thing. Then while I wait for the thunder, I light up that one as well and climb up. And I haven't actually reloaded a checkpoint usually until I am here when the checkpoint triggers. But you do need to have melee around for this next castle part, so do reload at least this checkpoint, if not the previous one before the rats. So about the castle part, we just run to the gate. Melee sometimes is very annoying. We crouch to get in, then aim to go a little faster. We need to light up that torch over there. I don't know how they're called. I use the ammo glitch to do it. You don't have an infinite amount of ignifiers, so I do recommend you do the ammo glitch for everything you can, possibly. Then we have to clip through this door over here. that's the setup I use. It can be finicky. Sometimes you lose Hugo. If you do lose Hugo, you gotta restart from the checkpoint. We run up here. This is more consistent with the name clip. So get over here. There's a little invisible corner. You can... actually not invisible, it's just this plant. You turn around, aim at like that line, and you will just clip through easily. Then we run into this door, and we have to clip through the wall at these stairs. So on this wall over here. Do it towards the beginning of the stairs, not too much high up. Then you'll get stuck in here, which is fine because you were gonna get out with the sling. Just aim at this. I like to aim at this line, whatever, while holding backwards and right, and you should clip out. After, just light up this and start pushing it. If everything is good, this should trigger dialogue with melee. That it is it. Fall down here, climb this one. This is actually the first time we are gonna use the menu, the crafting menu, to help out with a jump / dodge. The way it works is that if you dodge and open the crafting menu, you won't lose height until you close the crafting menu. So basically, as you can see, I am now floating in the air, and as soon as I close the crafting menu, Amisha falls down. We use that to get over on this thing, or else Amisha would just fall like this. The inputs are kind of fast. You have to dodge and immediately open the menu. You will also should be getting good at this for the next chapter, kind of. So, you know, try it a couple of times. It's fairly easy though, so it shouldn't be too worrisome. Before you do it, light up this. And then, as I said, we're gonna dodge over to this bush. So, this is how it is. No big deal. Have to drop down and climb up. Get these resources. Because, yep. And then push this in. This is the end of the chapter, basically. And this is it.